playground. Hooray!
It's about that time. Episode number 70 is coming your way. This is when a black man, a brown man, and a white man walk in to do a podcast.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is what you get. It's the Outcast podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to be coming to you live on YouTube.
Word.
We are now global sensations. You know, we're in the top 200 of podcasts in the world at this
Hey, that's
point.
what's up, man.
Like that,
Congratulations, fellas.
We
That's
cracked.
fun.
We cracked the top 200. The next step is top 100.
We shatter.
Yeah, subscribe to us.
Let me introduce to you the band of Outcasts. We have Ramo G, the brown man, on the panel. What's up, Ramo?
How you doing, man? How you doing? Ron Brown, but okay.
Last week we tried to hold the brown man down. His microphone was lowered ever so slightly.
See?
We figured that out in post production. This
Yeah,
week we
I'm
have
sure.
At least they admitted it.
we have you back this week. We've
first.
also got our very dark man on the panel, but he is gorgeous and beautiful to all the ladies. Memphis, let's hear it for Memphis on Air.
Oh boy.
In
Cheers to
every
you, bitches.
state in this damn country.
He's drinking tequila to
I
start
am-
the show,
This
so
is a first. This is a first.
it's gonna be a good
The
one.
first alcohol beverage on the Outcast podcast.
We also have our white man on the panel. You know, it's still good to be white, Tomcat. You know, I think the white
Sure.
man is still running the show, it seems like. Our white candidate
Whoa,
here.
whoa.
The
When
hell
did we
is that
hire a
shit?
cop?
Hey, oh yeah, see that stash?
Yeah, I know.
What the
We
hell
got an
is that?
informant in here.
Hey, you got a caterpillar on your
Tomcat.
face.
Also, the elephant in the room. I got the new Outcast podcast shirt
Those
rocking.
are dope.
Hey, you can buy those shirts now, right?
Notice who has them and who don't.
Yeah, I
Get you
know.
one of these.
How are you
Let
doing?
me see mine on the screen. Let me-
The ones who have them are the
How are you
ones who
doing?
went to the mall
How
and
are
got
you
two
doing?
made.
How
I didn't
are
go
you
to the
doing?
mall.
Well, call us, dude. Oh, I can cash app you $30, bro.
Yeah, I would've
That's
said
cool.
something to
See how I got to go get all the shirts made.
But you're there already, Dick.
It's
If I went
the
somewhere,
mall that we could all
okay.
go. You could
All
go
right.
to the mall.
Okay.
Well, I don't go to
I
the
see how
mall.
that is.
Well, I think this is
I
where the
remember
problem,
that
Tomcat,
shit.
if I could interject here with the Outcast. I think this is the problem, and this is why I felt bad wearing it like at the beginning of the day, is because I didn't want it to be me and you had them and nobody else had them.
Right.
Smells
So
bad.
I figured I'll just put mine on just before the show, but now I can see that it's already dividing us.
Right.
It's not.
But
no.
like I told
I'm
them,
a little
you can,
upset
you
right
can
now.
go to the mall where we go to our mall,
but
and
we-
then they have the logo, and you just say put it on whatever
I know,
shirt
but
you want.
while you're
That-
there getting it, I think the point is we should have just gotten all four.
But I should have gotten all four.
Or six, even the guys in the truck, you know, they work hard. Jacob
But
Yeah,
and
that's
Joel.
true.
Okay.
You can't leave them
I mean,
out,
we
man.
got a whole
They
team.
just-
So as I see, no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you're
should have
kind of
just
a
got
dick.
mine.
You're a
Is
dick.
actually what you're saying.
Yeah, I
That's what it should have been.
Sure.
I would have got
Yeah.
everybody.
I should have just got mine.
You could have just hit G up for the money and got all 6 of them.
I would have sent you
Okay.
money.
Quiet,
Okay.
quiet.
Let's.
The shirts look good. Also,
They
I'm
do,
rocking
they
my
do look
Bubba
good.
Kush
I like
hat.
Yeah, that's
Kush
dope.
signed hat. Yep.
That's dope.
Bubba Kush.
It's a good flower.
Explain it.
Very good
Explain him to everyone who don't know who he is.
Bubba Kush is the namesake of the Bubba Kush strain. It's an indica strain, and now he's got like Bubba Kush brand
beautiful.
hats, clothes, fucking bongs, vapolators,
Beautiful flower.
pipes. You
We should
name
get
it.
him on the show.
But he's got the strain
We
at
should get him
most
on the show.
dispensaries.
Can we have the guys reach out to him?
And I smoked with him one time on the beach. It
Oh,
was
for real?
awesome. He was a good guy. Yeah, we smoked me
you
out.
get
He
his
signed
number?
this hat. I do have his number on my phone.
So
But
get him on the show.
okay, maybe I'll ask him. Yeah, I'll text him.
It'd be great, man. I think be cool with
Yeah,
that.
it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our sponsors real quick because the only way we stay on the air is thanks to them.
Most
I'd
definitely.
like to thank
Yeah.
our friends at BetterHelp. You know, sometimes you have to invest time in yourself.
Thank you.
You can spend time on your friends, but there comes a time where you have to spend time on yourself, whether you're going to meditate, whether you're going to just take in a breath of fresh air, go out and see the sunset somewhere, or you're going to get a little therapy. Spend some time on yourself and save 10% by using our promo code. It is BetterHelp with a P.com/Outcast. Save 10% on your first month's service. And we do have more and more listeners signing up. And that's the reason why they keep advertising with us. So keep signing up. Thank
Please
you.
do, yeah.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
it.
awesome.
It
Thank
works.
you.
It is
That's
very
great.
important to get your mental health
appreciate
right.
everybody signing
Get
up.
yourself right,
Thank you.
because if you're not right with self, you're not good for anybody. So get right with yourself.
That's
and
true.
you'll be
That's
good
right.
for-
Teamwork
good
makes the
for
dream work.
I got
And we believe in you.
And thanks to BetterHelp and the success we had with that advertising campaign, we now have a new advertiser
Oh, wow.
for the show.
Look at us.
Let's
Yeah,
hear it for
congratulations, yeah.
Liquid IV. Liquid IV.
What I mean? Oh, yeah. That's That's the hydrating stuff. I use that in my water.
Yeah, so somebody explained to me, they just signed on. I'm learning more and more. They're going to send some product here.
I like it.
Who has tried Liquid IV?
I have.
And what is Liquid IV?
So it's a pouch of, it's like a hydrator. You know, you put in your water and whatnot. So if you like working out in your yard, or if you're just working out, you know, you have that, you know, your body sweats and stuff. So you want to rehydrate yourself.
Like
He's a sweater. He was sweating earlier like crazy.
We were in the freaking garage and carrying on. You know, me saying I'm in the garage. We were in the garage and I'm sweating. That just sounded all kind of wrong.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next topic.
We were in there.
Speaking of sweating, our president, I don't know, he may be sweating in this one, although he has been like Houdini this entire time. He keeps escaping somehow, some way, indictment after indictment.
Stop it.
Yeah, you got that right, President Biden. They're trying to stop it, but they can't. They want to get that
subpoena.
They want to give you that
subpoena.
And they can't help.
Don't be rude. China. Subpoena.
All right. Unfortunately, our president is now having our former president. This is unheard of. I mean, I'm actually tired of hearing about it, the truth is, because it seems like every time they try to get this guy, they never get him. So I'm tired of hearing about it is the way I feel about it. We did make a little parody. I want to go around the room and get everybody's thoughts and see if they think this is the time that Donald Trump is going to get buried. Will this be the time that Donald Trump goes down?
Donald Trump has been indicted.
I want to find a friendly reporter.
That's only the 500 documents that they know of.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
If even half of it is true, then he's toast.
Every time I fly over a blue state, I get a subpoena.
Trump, your butt is mine. Don't try to fight. Your orange face will see no light.
That's enough.
I'm charging you, and that's the deal. Gonna hurt your butt. Don't drop the soap. Shalom. Penitentiary. All right.
Disgraceful indictment. It shouldn't happen. It was done for political reasons.
37 counts is what it be. You took the shit. Wouldn't let us see. I'm telling you, just watch your mouth. I know your game, what you're about.
That's enough.
Wanna say the guy's innocent? You may believe it's true, but my friend, you ain't seen nothing. Just wait till I get through. He's
bad.
He's
bad.
You know it. You know he's
bad.
He's
bad.
You know it. He's
bad.
He's
bad.
You know it. And the whole world knows the answer right now. Just to tell you once again, he's
bad. Bad. We're going to make America great again. We had it there. And then bad things happen. Bad. And then bad things happen.
Bad things. So I guess the president.
That's crazy, man. That's a good job right there, man. Thank you.
That was fun.
That's
Good
a well
production,
above
yeah.
average parody there, ladies and gents. You're welcome.
That was good.
You're welcome.
That
Look
was
at
dope.
that. Wow.
Well, I guess our president has over 500 documents that he had at his Mar-a-Lago estate. Former president. Well, at least they call him Mr. President, even after his presidency.
That's terrible.
But they seem like they have him on tape now. I know that Tomcat has his finger on the pulse when it comes to Trump and comes to Fox News. So I'm hoping that you can give us the very latest on this indictment, as he was arrested in Miami yesterday. What's the latest, our newsman Tomcat?
Well, I would say that we are living in a country where the president with the lowest poll numbers in modern history has his DOJ prosecuting his main political rival, who is now beating him in most general election polling. And he got more votes than any incumbent in history.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Yeah, that's true.
This man been indicted more times than he's been elected president.
It's amazing that they keep trying to do everything they can to bury this guy, but he somehow continues to get out of it. But there are even Republicans that are concerned that this time they may have him. Do you think they got enough evidence, Tomcat, to take him down?
Well, I would just say this. It doesn't really matter what happens. He's pushing to win the election. If he wins the election, he can just pardon himself, and it's all good.
What do you think, Raymo?
Because that's what we want as a country.
Doesn't matter.
That's not what the laws of the country are made to do. But anyways, what was your question, Gentry?
My question is, do you believe that Donald Trump should spend the rest of his life in jail and a former president be put in jail because he took documents? I guess they're very privy stuff to nuclear information, classified documents, and I guess, I don't know what, it's all alleged. We'll have to see as the more information comes out, but I guess he was obstructing them trying to get them back, is what I'm hearing.
Sure.
But do you think
for
that, do you think a man should spend the rest of his life in jail?
Well, I mean, we're talking, what, 10, maybe 12 years? You know, if I'm lucky in the next 6 months. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Because of our contest. No, here's my position, dude. Until I see an extremely wealthy person with political backing go to jail, I'll believe it in this country, because it just doesn't happen, hasn't happened, and I'll believe it when I see it. Should he go? Probably, and for way before this. So that's my thought of it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, people like that don't go to jail in America. They don't.
What is that? Where's that? I'm not doing that, by the way. That's not me doing that.
Wrong Brown.
I'm not doing that.
It's Gentry. It's the other gringo.
Fucking guy.
I have my
hands are up.
I'm not doing it.
Hands up, gringo.
It's the gringos in the truck. Hey, you got any tacos in there, man? Don't mess around, man, because I'm super hungry.
Memphis, what do you think? Should Donald Trump, is he that much of a scumbag? Former president of the United States. It kind of puts, to me, a black eye on the country if you do this.
Is this what does?
But what do you, Memphis? What do you think, Memphis? Tell us.
This puts a black eye on the country.
Guys,
slavery happened, motherfuckers.
That was two black eyes.
That's a beat down, but that's a whole nother conversation. Let's just start what you asked, and then we'll proceed. Do I think he should spend the rest of his life in prison? I feel that he should do the proper sentence according to the crime.
Whatever we would get.
So if it's 10 years, he ain't making it out there, motherfucker. And you got to also keep in mind, this is just the shit in Florida. He still got the shit in New York.
No, this is federal.
Or the feds.
Quiet,
but he still got
I love
the
it.
charge in New York, and then he still got Georgia.
And the January 6th shit, too.
And then there's that.
But again, he can pardon himself on all that shit if he wins the election.
But hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
If this motherfucker get reelected, like, then I think how the white supremacists think, because shit is literally gonna go to shit, because that's gonna show that this country, which ain't really shit to put this motherfucker back in office. That's another story. Here's what nobody's thought about. In 2016, his whole thing was lock her up for doing her emails and shit. This motherfucker is on tape.
Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that since you brought that up? You've been talking for a hell of a lot longer than I talked. But as far as timeshare goes, you're already killing it.
So anyway, like I was saying was...
That's enough. That's enough.
If she was supposed to go to jail, he definitely got to go to jail.
But she didn't go to jail. They didn't even charge her.
Find shit.
They said they should have, but they didn't.
Shit.
Oh, they did. And Comey went on TV and said they found shit and they should have charged her, and they didn't. No reasonable prosecutor would bring this case. That's his word.
Hey, that's fair.
I can buy that.
Hold on, that's fair.
What I said. That's what I said.
They should have charged her. Then this would seem more fair.
But here's the thing, though. She was never president. Big thing.
Exactly.
Listen,
so she didn't have the right to declassify. He had the right to declassify the shit he had. Although the obstruction charges are tough.
This dude had war plans, showing it to people while they playing fucking pinochle or whatever.
That is.
This motherfucker had
I don't know that's true.
A stage full of boxes.
He's a casino owner. That's why I loved him when I was growing up.
Yeah, like, nah, he going to jail. And he still got. Listen, if he don't go to jail, that's like literally, it's a bigger picture if he don't go to jail. Because that means it's literally free. It's open.
Look at that
season.
box right there. It's all newspaper clippings. That means everybody saw those. It's a newspaper.
What about these Tomcat?
Yeah, let's not do that.
What about these documents that I'm hearing that Biden has? Because whenever I turn into the Fox News channel, that's what they bring up. Is the fact
let's
that,
believe them.
That Biden has some of these same documents in his possession. Is that true?
Come on, man.
Do you not know about the fact that you guys don't even know about Biden's documents is saying the whole story. Come on, you guys know all about Trump and his documents, but you don't know shit about the fact that Biden had documents all over the place at his house. I can't talk. Go ahead.
Come on, man.
You guys know everything.
Well, he still is. He's the current president of the United States, so he can. He can have all that shit right now.
Boom! You just made the case for Trump having his shit.
But
pal.
Trump is not the
He was
president.
the president when he took the documents.
But once you're not the president, you're supposed to give them back. They're not yours.
That's the thing. And that is a matter for the Presidential Records Act. It's a civil case, not a criminal case.
Sure,
so
whatever.
Nah, man, we ain't gonna do that. That's not what
have an opinion. Yes, we are gonna have an opinion.
No, that's a terrible opinion.
Yes, we will.
Because I'm not saying, look,
we can have an opinion.
We know. Listen, if you even have a brain, you know, folks got shit. Whatever part of the executive branch,
people can have an opinion, though.
However, when you're the leader of the free world, when you're in that office, they your possessions.
You're making my case.
But wait, when you're done, hey, keep them.
Okay, can I finish? Let me tell you why you made my case. Because it's not a debate if you just talk the whole time.
No,
fuck you, man.
It's a half.
That's great. Now let me finish my point, which I didn't forget. My point is, Joe Biden was just vice president. He took all his classified records and put them all over the place. So he never had the declassification to take the fucking documents he had. Listen to what I just said.
I heard you.
He was vice president. And before that, he was a fucking senator. So he never was president when he took his.
Did you ever notice that every time some shit comes up like this,
you talk about
there's always
whataboutism. Whataboutism, right?
No. That's what you're doing.
It's whataboutism.
You always have something that
I didn't
comes
bring
up
that
in the
up.
past.
Gentry did.
Fox
I didn't
News,
bring it up. Gentry did.
Fox News says
bullshit.
this.
But
Fox
it's
News,
true.
We've already proven that they are fucking
what's
liars.
proven is
I don't believe shit they say.
What's
Sorry.
proven is the
Moving
media.
On.
Moving
on.
Listen,
bullshit.
Listen, Joe Biden had documents in his house. You don't believe it?
He lives in the White House. He should.
No, in his house. Listen, hold on. In his house in
building.
Delaware, did he have documents in his house in Delaware?
Maybe if he was doing homework, he's the fucking president.
He might have, but I think so.
If
I just want to know what you think.
He can, sure.
So I got some information.
He wasn't the president. He wasn't supposed to have classified documents.
If he's a vice president, he probably can.
No, he can't.
I'm sure he had clearance.
No, he can't. No, he didn't. You can't take him out of the skiff.
If it's even real, I'm sure there was reason why he did, and it was okay for him to do.
Well, let me say
because
this.
nobody had a fucking problem
Look at him
with
trying to
until
zoom in
this
on some shit on the screen to try to help you make your case. But the fact is, dude,
fuck you, man.
Stop playing that dumbass shit. When you listen. When you are a vice president, you can't take classified documents, and Joe Biden had plenty of classified documents. So if you're going to charge Trump, you should charge Joe Biden.
Well, what I see up there, that was from the Associated Press, so they're pretty reputable. I saw whatever the Associated Press put out. I tend to take, okay, they know what the hell they're talking about. Now, what TK was saying, what TK was saying, did Joe Biden, when he was VP, have shit in his house? I'm pretty sure he did. But when they found out he had his shit, they like, yo, we need that back. He gave it back.
All of it.
Donald Trump, dumbass, not only, all he had to do was give it back.
And then wouldn't have been none.
That was literally it. Just, oh, man, you know what, my bad. And
he felt like he had the right to have them because they were his.
He felt like
stuff.
he could use it as a jumping point for his fight to fucking glory.
No, that's his entitlement, thinking his entitlement is bigger than the United States of America.
Can I finish also, which goes to a larger? Can I finish also, which goes to a larger point of him not having intent to do something wrong. He felt like he had the right to have that stuff. He wasn't doing it because he didn't think he had the right and he was trying to do something bad. He did it because he felt he had the right to keep those documents as president. And he was the president to declassify them.
Let me ask you this. So what you just said, he's literally on record. They have him on record. It's him saying shit like that. But He knew what he was doing was wrong. He knew it.
That's enough.
It's
He
not
did
a,
it.
it's
The
not
only what you're
fabricated.
alluding
It's
to.
him.
If you want me to talk about it, or you just want me to.
I'm
You
just
don't want to
saying.
talk about what we're on the show to talk about.
We're talking about Donald
You
Trump
wanna
and
just
the
go-
guilty
again,
and should he
move
go
on.
to jail?
Again.
That's the
let's
topic
move on.
we
Yeah,
all
let's
been
move on
on.
again because
Everybody
you
talk.
you have no info. You have no fucking info, so you're like, move on to the next topic. Move
Well,
on
I
to the
was-
next topic.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I
I'm
was
not going to
reading
quote
some-
Fox. That's for goddamn
I'm not
sure.
talking. I didn't say a fucking word about Fox.
Everything you say comes from there. I guarantee it.
Well, listen, I was reading some of the
Wow, okay,
indictment.
that's-
Some of the
fucking-
forms.
that makes everything. So
His
now
ass going
all
to
my
jail.
points are wrong.
Yeah, well, all theirs are, so
all you
yeah.
have to do is say that's from Fox, and
Yeah.
all of the shit that I do and all the things I write down
Wrong as
from
fuck.
all the
It's
places,
been proven. They
and
just
you
got
have
sued for
nothing.
that.
You wrote down
They got
fucking
sued-
nothing.
They got sued for that.
the fuck
They
out
got
of here.
sued for
I'm
that.
not
Didn't they
watching
get sued
Fox,
for
you
that?
fucking idiot.
Didn't they get
Dude,
sued for that?
CNN, MSNBC, they don't even get ratings.
We have a lot of breaking news to cover.
Fox News!
Thanks for spending time with us.
Hannity goes woof, Trump goes meow, Elon goes tweet, AOC goes squeak.
It's really funny that we were talking about something so serious. You make no point, and I'm glad you're hopping up and down because you're a retard, and that's great. I like it.
I'm pretty sure
I like
I made my point.
it. It's
You
good.
made my point
You
for
are
me.
a
Thank you.
low info idiot.
Nope, I know it all.
And that's fine.
Okay,
What the
yeah,
hell is a low info idiot?
Yeah.
What the hell is
You're
that?
the one saying all this shit.
What does Fox say?
Nobody has more respect for women than I do. Nobody.
What does Fox say?
Chorus, it goes on and on.
Nobody loves the Bible more than I do.
What does Fox
That's
say?
great.
I think we need some comedy.
Known to say
That's
the
awesome.
most outlandish shit to get people to not think clearly. And I'm not saying no on the other side because they all do. But
Yeah.
anybody with common
I just
sense.
find it funny how upset you guys get when we talk
not
about
upset.
simple shit. You
I
guys are going
wasn't
nuts.
freaking out, dude. I'm calm as hell. I'm cool.
Why am I freaking
Whatever.
out? Because I get pinballed between you two morons. You're like, bing, bing,
'Cause you're
bing,
wrong.
bing,
Well,
bing.
sometimes it's like that. You never know.
Whatever.
Subpoena.
Every show's different.
you.
Each topic's different. That shit
Yeah.
can change. Point is, it's like this. Look, that motherfucker going to jail. He's going to jail. Listen, when the
guys
facts
I
wanna
thought we were
play-
moving
hey.
on. I thought
Yeah,
we were
let's
moving
move
on. You
on.
just
Let's
want to
move
keep,
on.
but you
All
want
right,
to keep
hey,
talking about
Let's
it.
do this.
I don't want to.
Hey, guys,
right.
girls. Let's settle it this way with a good old fashioned bet.
Let's do it.
So, who you guys want to make a bet that he will or will not go to jail? Tomcat, take the action. If you get it right, you win $100.
I do
on the
not want to
show.
make that bet.
Oh,
You
come
don't. You don't want to
on.
win $100?
I think the country is more important than that bet.
Oh,
Okay, Memphis. What about you?
I'm like that.
I'm
Take
taking
the action.
I'm
What do you
taking
want?
action,
100 if he goes.
He's going to jail.
You have to
Yes.
pay 25 if he doesn't, though. It's a
Okay, that's fair.
$25
Fair
in.
enough. Fair enough.
Okay, 25 in to win 100.
Fair enough.
If he doesn't go to jail, you have to pay the house
25 bucks.
But if he does go to jail, he does get locked up, you get 100.
Yeah,
Will you
that's
take
right.
that action, Ramo? You want that action?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. No, I'm chilling with TK because, well, I'm sure his are for political reasons, but I'm already up 100, dude. I ain't fucking with that.
Bullshit.
Oh, that's some bullshit, dog. You can be up too. That's bullshit.
Let's move right along.
That's some bullshit.
Let's move
along,
on to sports. We're going to skip ahead on the rundown and go to sports. Let's lighten things up. It was a big NBA Finals. Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver had never won a championship. Miami hadn't won one since LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. And everybody thought maybe Miami would do the Quinella. They would win in basketball
It'd be fun.
and
It'd have
they
been
would
fun.
win in hockey. If you weren't paying attention on the ice, it was the Florida Panthers
Yeah.
facing off against the Vegas Knights.
Holy shit.
But Vegas would become victorious
They
and
would.
hold up the prize of the champion of Lord Stanley Cup.
Was that their first?
That was their first. They've only been around a
Vegas-
few
like
years.
3 years, right?
Yeah, they ain't been
2
around that
years,
long. Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah.
Then you had in the NBA Finals, you had the Joker. By the way, if you're keeping score, if you want to know how to pronounce his name, I'll tell you because I know it's been a little bit of a discrepancy. This is how you pronounce the MVP's name.
Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic.
Nikolai Jokic.
Yes.
Nikola Jokic.
So it's like Nikolai Volkov from the WWF, if you remember the days.
Hey,
Iron Sheik reference from
hell yeah.
last week.
You remember his finishing
Nikola
move? He had
Jokic.
the Russian sickle. That was his finishing move.
Yeah,
like
so-
a clothesline.
Yep, you got it right,
Yeah.
Memphis. You score extra points for the show
Yes.
today.
I studied
Nikola
hard.
Jokic.
He was the champion of the world, and somebody got it 100% right, which means they win $100. But let's go to the tape.
Yeah, let's see.
This was just before the NBA Finals started.
Let's make sure.
Let's make sure. Let's go to the tape. If somebody hits it exactly right, you get a $100 bonus.
Boom.
Ramo.
I think Denver in 5.
Memphis.
Denver in 6.
Oh. Tomcat.
The Heat in 5.
No.
Fuck you, Raymond.
Miami Heat
Bum.
in 6. No. Wrong. The winner was Ramo G. Congratulations.
Yay. Congratulations.
Thank you. One of my lucky moments. Hopefully I have a few more later on the basketball court.
Very nice. Very nicely played, Ramo.
I just think Boston took way too much out of the team, and let's be honest, in that series, Butler was it, and he couldn't be who he needed to be in that series.
Well,
He
remember,
just
I
couldn't.
told y'all, didn't I tell y'all Jokic was going to give Bam the business? I told y'all. And because I was not a believer in Jokic at first. I'm like, this dude won 2 MVPs, should have won 3 this year. And I'm like, I never watched him play till they played Phoenix and then the Lakers. And then I was like, yeah, this dude the truth. This kid is.
No, that'd be Paul Pierce is the truth.
Well, yes, Paul Pierce is the truth. Well, Jokic, they call him the Joker. He is the Joker for a reason.
Who's playing with their mic?
That's Ramo playing with his mic.
He's falling, sorry.
Grown, it's people around, Ramo. Put it in your pants.
Congratulations to Denver, the Joker, two-time MVP, Finals MVP. I'll go around the room real quick. Where does he rank Memphis amongst the greatest centers to ever play the game? Do we start talking about him? I mean, 2 NBA MVPs, which is impressive, and then a Finals MVP and a championship.
Yeah.
So he starts to become a center that gets discussed. What do you think?
Yeah. He's in a conversation, but he's not better than David Robinson, the Dream. He's not better than Lonzo Mourning, even though Mourning never got a chip. Nor
better
Patrick.
than Shaq. He ain't better than Shaq.
They definitely ain't better than Shaq or Patrick Ewing. Wilt. I mean, come on, Wilt. We got Kareem.
Yeah.
I mean, Bill Russell. Now listen. If Jokic win another championship, maybe one more. If he win one more, I mean, he's definitely like he's in conversation. You got to find somewhere. You got to put him in there somewhere.
Yeah, congratulations to the state of Denver. Never won a NBA championship. I saw that our boy Omaha, Mr. Peyton Manning was in the house for the championship.
Peyton, champions they hang everywhere. Go Vols, baby.
So now the next thing that they're talking about in the NBA is who will be the number 1 pick. And just so that we get this guy's name right, this is a problem, though, I think, for the NBA, if you ask me. When you're having trouble pronouncing all the stars' names and we have to do things like, how do you pronounce this kid's name? And it's
Victor Wembanyama.
What?
Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is going to be the number 1 pick. He's like a giant.
Yeah, this kid's serious.
The number 2 pick is Banyama.
Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, Wembanyama is serious.
I do my own.
And then for the city of Miami, I know everyone is really hurting in Miami.
Oh, they crying right now.
Their hockey team loses, and I had a Miami fan of mine, a friend of mine, say, "Oh, Miami." I said, "Never forget Miami people. You can still hang your hat on the 1972 Miami Dolphins, only team, professional team, to go undefeated from the beginning to the end of the season."
Didn't you give me one of those little footballs?
That's
football that Dan Marino signed?
Yeah.
I think you gave me one of those.
That is a very
nice.
impressive
Thank you.
record. Like no one, they went undefeated in the NFL, which is very impressive. And obviously, it hasn't happened again because the game is like way, way better now than it was then. But they were some fucking serious motherfuckers back then. You know, they wore like not leather helmets, but 2 versions after that or some shit. So when you get knocked upside your head, you really fucked up and went back out there, walked it off, and played.
They probably didn't have very good pads in their helmets either.
Shit.
True. Yeah, not much.
True.
Yeah, very impressive what the Joker was able to do, and congratulations to what the Miami Dolphins were able to do. Shout out to Miami still. The
Fins up, bitches.
Fins up for Miami. Shout out to South Beach. And also want to give a shout out to Miami. I guess Messi is coming to Miami.
Messi.
That's a big deal.
Soccer team,
it's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
Even though a lot of Americans aren't big soccer fans, I think in the city of Miami, big football fans.
The MLS is taking off like in a major way.
I don't see it.
Oh, because you ain't looking for it. Because trust me, it's everywhere. They got a team in Miami. I felt they got the team in Orlando. They got one in St. Louis, in my hometown, which I would have never thought that they would have one. They have MLS there. Kansas City. There was one
Chicago.
in Toronto. One in Toronto.
Yeah, Chicago.
You
too.
know, L.A., Portland,
Yeah.
Atlanta, Dallas.
New York.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
MLS, Nashville.
For some reason, soccer, whatever reason, doesn't get big ratings in the United States of America. We love our American football. We love the NBA.
Yeah.
And historically, we love Major League Baseball, but that sport has fallen off a little bit here in the
seems like
last
it
few
has.
decades.
Because they took baseball out the hood. That's why.
Yeah, now
What
a
do you
lot
mean?
of
Because think back in the day, there were a lot of African American baseball players, and there weren't as many like Caribbean players
yeah,
and
the,
stuff like
the
that.
Latins are not as good.
So they took the resources out of the neighborhoods and put them in the islands and stuff like that. Because back then, because it was a homegrown thing. You got to remember too, there were two leagues. There were the ML League, and then you had the Negro League.
I'll give you that.
And then they combined because the Negro
Don't
League.
say that wrong.
What? The
we-
Negro League?
We saw like a clip of a reporter saying that wrong.
Well, no. But I'll just say this: like, baseball has always been big on the island of Puerto Rico.
Well, yeah.
Wrong.
What is going on with the sound guy today?
It's perfect.
Bastards.
I like it.
That's the wrong horn, by the way.
No, I think that's the right one.
Wrong horn, right
that's,
hat.
That's Mexican.
Let's move on to our next topic. What do you say we talk? I hate, maybe we shouldn't be talking about it because for whatever reason, hip-hop music is not at the top of everyone's charts like it has been for the last 30 years.
Come on, man.
We have a first.
Nice.
For the first time in 30 years, hip-hop has not had a #1 album across the board.
No!
Well, we
Despite
playing
artists,
shit like this.
despite artists like NBA YoungBoy. You know,
Hey,
he's
I
pretty
made
good.
this beat.
Who?
Damn it.
That's
fucked up. I did.
Very nice, Tom.
Thanks.
I
Memphis,
like it.
bastard.
Okay, can we get back on the topic here?
Sorry.
We had the NBA YoungBoy out. We have Little Dirk. We have Da Baby. All these Little Baby. We have all these guys coming out with new albums, but none of them. Ice Spice. I mean, come on.
What the hell is that? Like Starbucks got in the game or something? What am I missing?
Ice Spice, you mean?
Who the fuck is the Ice Spice?
You don't know about the Ice Spice?
Just
Here's
for
the thing.
reference. What
the
Number
fuck is
one,
that?
I'm looking on Billboard.
Right,
number
one. What's number one?
Morgan
for
Wallen.
The country
It's not
artist.
Morgan Wallen.
It
It's
is number
Morgan Wallen.
Whatever.
Goofy motherfucker.
Morgan Wallen.
Hey, look at here.
But I gotta say, it does strike me that the guy that you supposedly canceled is number one
Yeah,
on
this
the
motherfucker
charts.
like dropping N-words and shit. He been kicking
How'd
ass
that
and
work
shit.
out?
I don't know.
Is
But
this
for
America?
hip hop, I mean,
Miley Cyrus is number 2. Flowers, Calm Down, Rima and Selena Gomez. That's a great song. It gets stuck in my head. Number 3.
work.
Yeah, that Calm Down, Calm Down. I'm
See,
singing it.
those are singles.
Rima-
It's
yeah,
terrible.
The
Yeah. We play it on the beat.
the statistic is no #1 albums in hip hop music for the year of 2023. First time it's ever since the 30 years ago. First time that we have not had a hip hop album hit #1 through 5 months of a calendar year. And some are saying it's because Kendrick hasn't dropped an album, Tyler the Creator hasn't dropped an album,
Tomcat hasn't dropped.
Tomcat,
like
you
that.
have dropped an album, I think. haven't you?
It's
Not the whole album,
It's
just a couple songs.
That's a little.
This All My Life by Lil Durk featuring J. Cole's at 5.
Yeah, that song is not good.
That's got pretty
Well,
close.
We're talking albums here.
Oh,
Yeah,
albums.
Yeah, the full.
But
Do you guys know who the Stray Kids are? They've had a
Who?
#1 album.
I know the Stray Cats
Stray
are.
Kids.
the Stray Cats from back in the day, like
I
in the
do,
60s, 70s, or whatever.
Yeah, well,
That's-
they were
that,
80s.
Who the fuck? What is that?
That's the Stray Kids. I guess.
beat-
You
they're-
sure that ain't AI generated?
What about Carol G? Carol G has.
Hey, that's a little
#1 album.
Latino girl.
Yeah, that she does.
But
She's
she
great.
ain't that
Yeah.
though.
You don't like her? She's great.
She good, but she ain't.
We ain't got no
that.
pictures of her.
Harry Styles, you know,
Yeah.
he
Harry
ha-
Styles
he has
is
the
big.
We got
#1
pictures
album.
of him.
Yeah, but no,
Megan Thee Stallion, no.
no.
21 Savage, no.
Nah.
Nicki Minaj, no. Nobody's. Drake hasn't come out with an album.
Who's
though.
that? Oh.
Last year,
And
he
even
had.
if he did, and it was trash. Drake's last 2 projects were horrible.
We got to talk to you about your
Terrible.
Toronto trip. By the way, speaking of Drake and speaking
Yes.
of Toronto, you went to Toronto.
I did. I did.
This past weekend or
I
this
did.
past week. Tell us about your trip.
Toronto was great, man. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. I went up there with my wife. It was her first time, so she got to really understand why that city means so much to me. The culture was great, man. Everything was dope, and I was not there long enough. I mean, we could have been there like another 2-3 days, and still not done like half the shit. Like we couldn't go to the CN Tower because it was foggy one day, and
What about the fires? Because weren't there fires coming from
the
Canada
fires. So
into New York?
It rained like the day before we got there.
Oh, there's Ramo out there. Where is this? This is at like a vinyl record shop.
Oh yeah, this record
you
shop.
met Carrot Top out there.
No, that's my man Rabbit. He owned this record shop where I bought some of the gems I brought in the studio with us.
Did you get acid there too?
No, but we smoked a lot of good weed though, and we was talking. And so I got this record, this Rogers Nelson Rogers album. If you know who that is, then you know who it is. I'm not gonna say nothing else. But that record I got was a rare find, and I got it at his shop. And he told me how to get his stuff. So now when I do my vinyl nights, a lot of my secret shit coming from this cat in Toronto.
I like your hoodie there that you had on.
Yeah, it was dope, wasn't it?
Yep.
Can't put that. Look at that. What you know what that said?
It's a nice hoodie.
Yeah, represent, man.
Shaq Fu Radio to the fullest.
Yeah.
Why does it look like there's a circle around your boy there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look like behind his. Oh, that's his dreads.
It's
okay,
dreads.
never mind. All right,
To those of you that are listening to the audio only version, you can always check us on YouTube.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some kind of weed halo or
Make
something.
sure you check us out. Let's move on to
And
our.
I'm the one that's
It
high.
probably is.
You know, I left.
Or it's just made of weed.
You know,
One of the
I had bought some. I went to the dispensary up there because marijuana's legal and it's like a dispensary everywhere.
Nice.
Awesome.
And real quick, and so I bought these pre-rolls that I forgot I had that was in like this little pop top, and I'm like, I gotta smoke them, and I'm like, they like this big around, like this big, like that, and it's 3 of them, and I'm like, there's no way that I can. It was. I was about to go. It was the time I was about to go to bed, and then we was checking out, and there was just no way I could have done it.
Whether you think you can or you think you can't,
You can't.
you're right.
But here's the thing. But this is what I think. I did a good thing. I left him behind with a note that said "Enjoy" for whoever comes clean the room. I left it for him.
Man, you gotta smoke that shit, dog. That's a violation.
No, I left it for the housekeeper. I think that's swell.
Nope.
That
is nice.
What if it's like a Christian lady or
Yeah.
some other kind of
now
very
you care about the
religious-
Christian lady.
Then she gonna have to put her shit aside because that's some good green that would go to waste.
Sure, I do.
You know,
That's
she
enough.
can't sell it.
That's enough.
You know,
That's
she
enough.
gotta
That's enough.
listen.
Man.
The Lord will forgive
man.
you.
I like that
Smoke the
one.
weed that I left you
I wanna
in
smoke
our
it.
hotel room.
I want to smoke
Listen.
it. I would smoke
Which is a nice hotel room, by the way. Shout out. Thanks,
cool.
my baby. Love you.
Let's go on to our next topic.
M Champ in the house.
Thank you.
You will not believe our next topic.
Really?
Watch out, Las Vegas. Not only do you have to worry about the meth heads and crack addicts in the streets,
Because you do.
Oh,
You
yeah,
really do.
I bet.
but you also have to keep an eye out now for 10-foot creatures. According to a handful of people living in a neighborhood in Las Vegas that saw a 10-foot creature
They got
in
an
the
NBA
yard.
team?
If they do, they need to sign this guy. He can dunk. He can slam dunk. But the problem is he seems to zip
Look at that.
off.
There goes the
into
fucking.
night.
There goes the UFO.
Oh, that's it.
You see it if you're
You sure
watching
that
on.
wasn't like
a
a shooting
meteor.
star or something?
It looks like a meteor falling into the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
All right, I have some audio here. These are the people that claim they saw a UFO and a green flash across the sky in Las Vegas.
I don't know. I'm so nervous right now. I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
Me and my brother, we just
Did you see it?
Huh?
Did you see it?
Yeah, me and him saw it.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big. That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
Can we go that
It's weird.
Be something
Dude, just the fact that our partner saw something at the same exact time.
Yeah, weird shit, man. Weird
That's
shit.
funny.
You sure they all went on some kind of controlled substance?
Yeah, it kind of looked
It is
like that
Vegas
thing.
now.
That thing went down like a lot further than that, maybe. Because if that was Vegas, it looks like that thing hit land probably somewhere in Mexico or even
Maybe
further
not
south,
Mexico
South
or
America.
way further
That
out in the
was down
desert.
south. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
that
Now,
was
do you think it came from
far.
Uranus, Ramo?
I did.
I think it did.
I do. I
I'm
definitely
pretty
believe
sure.
it did.
Came from your
There would have been an awful stench across Las Vegas.
There is.
Even worse.
It'd be pretty rank.
What do you mean would be?
Even
It'd be
worse
pretty
than
rank.
normal.
Subpoena.
He's salty.
Hey, listen, I tell you what, look, I believe there are beings out. They out this motherfucker. I think some of them are secretly scrolls that's walking around us right now. Shit. TK could be a scroll. We don't know. TK could have got cloned last week, and we got a scroll right next to us.
I don't know what to believe, but nowadays this could be fake news, like Trump says.
I've seen enough.
Could be real news.
I've seen enough of these military videos of the UAPs, they call them now.
What's that stand for, UAP?
Unidentified aerial phenomenon, which is the new buzzword instead of UFO, because
Right.
UFO
UAP.
had a negative connotation, which was
Really?
unidentified
You
flying
woke
object.
bitches?
UFOs
So now
like
it's UAP.
spaceships. Yeah.
What the fuck wrong with UFO?
But now with UAP,
But
Fuck
I've
no, I don't want them motherfuckers around. Go home.
But I've seen enough of these military videos to believe in it, because like now they got these spheres. They got one called the Mosul Orb, and it's just a straight up like a metal spear. It's probably about this big, really, or bigger, and they got it like flying fucking right over a battle zone. Poof. And it's looked like a satellite image or a chopper image or something looking straight down, or some type of surveillance, and you see this metal orb just go pew right through the screen. So this is military shit. There it is. And right there, that's the orb.
if you're watching the video, for those of you that want to watch our videos,
that's
go to
a
YouTube.
military video, and they're saying that's the military saying they don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a ball.
And it went flying through. Pew! There's another one. There's two. I've seen two videos like that.
You sure they want a weather balloon?
And that's over an active battlefield right there where that's going across. So it's not even worried
wasn't a
it's going to
mine?
get shot down.
You know what? It could be the Predator. The Predator could be down here to take some motherfuckers out.
It'd be fucking awesome.
He looks different.
Just get in the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Let's talk about one more topic before we get to TK's not so good news. Did you hear about this? 4 children found
I'm just
alive.
going to talk about that Trump story again. No, I'm just kidding.
Save that for. There's going to be plenty of Trump news here in the next few weeks. We'll get to that.
I'm sure of it.
4 children found alive, amazingly, 40 days after their plane crashed in the Amazon. This is some crazy stuff. 40 days they survived. We've all seen like Naked and Afraid. We've seen Survivor Island, but this is serious stuff. 4 kids. They're small children. I do have the news story. This is from NBC News. Let's hear the latest.
It's a miraculous rescue that has captured the attention of the world.
Miraculous!
For 40 days, 4 siblings ranging in age from 13 to 1 lived off the land and survived after their plane crashed deep in the Amazon jungle, killing 3 adults, including their mother. Overnight, NBC News obtained a preliminary accident report issued by Colombian authorities. It was created before they located the kids, but sheds light on how the crash may have occurred. The report notes the aircraft was airworthy and had the technical requirements required for the flight. But less than an hour after takeoff, the pilot reportedly radioed into air traffic control, hoping to make an emergency landing, sending a chilling message. Mayday, mayday, mayday. The engine is failing again. Going to look for a river.
Wow. So they go down, and a kid age 13, another kid age 9, another kid age 4, they lose their parents, and they survive 40 days in the Amazon jungle after a plane crash. That's truly amazing.
40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, so the engine is failing again. So, why go up there if that motherfucker wasn't right in the first damn place?
I was watching this report, and their mom died a few days later. She was alive for a while, so those kids had to sit there and watch their mom die, which I'm sure was pretty traumatic for them. And they were sitting in the back 3 seats of the plane. That's how they think they survived. The plane just went straight down. And the front people in the front, which is their mom, the pilot, and maybe one other person in the front 3 seats, they all died. The kids in the back lived. And then they're saying their local tribes kids, these kids, they're from that area. They're indigenous Hautu group. And from a young age, they become well-versed in the lore of the forest and how to connect with the forest. And they say that's what saved them because they know how to live off the land and shit. They're not just rando kids from Paris or something that just crashed in the woods.
How would you survive, Ramo?
Well, I watched
off his fat storage, most likely.
Oh. Dude, you are so goddamn salty. It's
He
not
really
my fault
is.
that you were bought into that bullshit.
He really is.
All right,
Okay,
my
keep
bad.
going, man. Keep
My
going.
bad.
I thought we weren't talking about that.
I got to hear what the rest you got to say.
So moving on. I watched Apocalypto, so
quiet.
I know how to hump boar, and I'm sure there's
You know how to
plantains
hump boars? Is that
and
what you said?
mangoes.
That's what it sounds like.
Wild boars.
You know how to
gotta
hump,
hump them?
a wild
Hunt.
boar?
Oh, I
hunt.
thought you said
Hunt.
hump.
I thought you said
That's why I
hunt.
thought you said
That
talking about
too.
humping them. What the hell
That
you
too,
doing
if
that
need
for?
be.
Do you get out the little red blanket and throw it up. Come here, young boy.
That's a different brown.
That's a bull,
that's
man.
a different brown too, guys.
Oh, that's fucked up, Gentry.
Different brown.
That's fucked up, man.
I'm sorry.
I just caught what you did.
That's
That
all right.
ain't
They're learning. They're learning.
I don't feel so bad now because they're railing you with that horn.
I love it.
Tomcat,
I thought I was getting beat up on with the sound effects.
How
but
would you
I feel like they're
survive?
spread out pretty evenly now.
How would you survive, Tomcat?
Look at this guy.
How would you survive on the Amazon after a plane crash? How do you think?
Well, mate, I'll tell you what I'll do.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, I'll fucking. I guess I'd try to locate water immediately.
Stay away from the crack.
Stay away from the crack.
Yeah,
Most likely,
stay
there's
away
no-
from the crack.
If I was in New York City, I'd get one of those crack pipes out of the machine there. But I'd look for water, and then I'd make a little shelter, and then I'd try to stay out of the way of some crazy shit. And you got to build fire, I think, if you can. It's wet in the rainforest, so you probably can't do that. Everything's wet, so there's no fire. Yeah, that's crazy. Hard
40
to do.
days. 40 days.
With no fire.
And water. You got to have liquids to
Well, I
drink.
don't think water was going to be the problem. Also, they said in the story that I saw that they happened to get lucky that it was the fruitful season in the jungle, and the jungle was like was plentiful. They said children had some luck on their side. Fruit was plentiful, and the official told reporters because the jungle was in harvest, so it was harvest season for the jungle.
So
the kids knew it.
So the ancestors took care of them. That's what happened. The ancestors took care of them.
Well, I would have been worried about the fucking ants alone, dude. Just the ants, the bugs, the spiders.
Well, you got to.
They're
think,
probably eating all that shit. They're probably just
but you got to think.
eating the
But you got to
spiders.
think you in the rainforest, so you can't eat everything because this shit in the rainforest that they know about that we don't know about.
True.
And that they know, like, yeah, I ain't even looking at that, and we were like, that looks cool, and now we RLP with X's over our eyes.
You guys are tripping with that shit. Worlds away.
All right, let's go to the news. At this point, we
Yes,
have
the
our
news.
not so good news guy. Sometimes he delivers, sometimes he doesn't. We'll see how it goes
only
today.
like he is today.
This is being brought to you by Liquid IV. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated with Liquid IV. We can't wait to get our samples, but look them up. Liquid IV. Stay hydrated. Tomcat, take it away with the news.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
All right, June 14, 2023, National Flag Day, so get your flags out. National Bourbon Day if you're drinking the bourbon.
Nice.
Hey, Raymond, that's you, man.
I like it.
It is World Blood Donor Day, so if you donate blood, hats off to you.
I donate sperm.
Birthdays today, Boy George turned 62.
Wow.
And I want to say, Donald Trump turned 77 today, which means they indicted him the day before his birthday.
Sabina.
Hats off to you cocksuckers for that shit. Jesus.
Can you imagine if they had indicted him on his birthday?
Hats off.
He would probably had a heart attack.
Should have did it years ago.
Oh, my birthday? Oh.
Yeah, show me the man, I'll show you the crime, right, Rainbow?
All right, the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski has been found dead at 81 years old.
Oh, no.
Yep, he's dead. He's dead. Does anybody remember the Unabomber or what happened with that?
That was way back in the day.
World Trade Center.
No, he blew up a building that was.
Wasn't it
It was a federal building,
FBI building, or
Yep.
some shit like that?
Well, a lot of people died.
He had
and there was
conspiracies.
child care in there, and
He was thinking there was a conspiracy about the government, right?
I'm thinking
Right.
of Timothy McVeigh, the one in Oklahoma City. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah. Ted Kaczynski. Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Unabomber.
It was the Pentagon, wasn't it?
No, that was a federal building in KC.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay,
next up is a little video for this one. It should be pretty funny. Conor McGregor. You might have heard about this over the weekend. He apparently sent the Miami Heat mascot to the hospital for a little bit following a mid-game skit that went wrong. Apparently, Conor McGregor was like pitching this spray, this pain relief spray. You see, he's got it in his hand, and after he like knocks the guy out, watch, he starts spraying him with the spray right here. So he's pitching this spray. Watch. Psst, psst. He's spraying the guy with the spray.
What the hell is he doing?
Yeah.
It seemed to me what knocked him out was him taking the punch and then his neck slapping back on the back of the floor.
His face may have been a little closer to
punching
the
punching his mask into the ground, dude.
Punched him in the. Look at him. He about to spray him.
He knocked the hell out of him, dude.
He did. He whacked
Fuck
him
you.
good.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, man.
So that mask must not be made of shit. That must be like one of them little flabby rubber mats because he took all of that clean shot.
UFC star Conor McGregor appeared to downplay the punches he delivered to Miami Heat mascot Bernie. During Game 4 of the NBA Finals last week, McGregor spoke to TMZ Sports on Tuesday. Said he talked to the person in the costume and there was almost no animosity between them. So he was saying the guy was all right.
Either. Like,
the guy was probably like, I'm all right.
I'm good.
Oh, fuck that. I'd be like, I'll see you in court.
Like, you did hit me for real, so you need to cut a check, homie. Cut me a generous check.
This next one is there was an Everest climber he got up on Mount Everest and he got stuck up there, and a Sherpa helped him down.
What's a Sherpa?
That's a Sherpa right there.
The Sherpa's the one the guys.
The locals.
They're indigenous locals, and they're excellent mountain climbers.
Yeah.
He packed that guy, that's a guy in there, and he packed him up and he walked his ass all the way down, and when he got to the bottom, dude blocked him on Instagram.
What a
and
dick.
That's the big story everybody's
Why would he
hitting on
block him? I don't understand.
He didn't like his storyline.
I feel like he felt a little embarrassed that he was the guy in the thing and everybody was going to know he was the guy that got stuck up there and the Sherpa had to walk him down.
Serious?
Looking like a human fucking ice cube.
Wait, you mean to tell me this Jack, so the guy in the red, that's the Sherpa. And the Yahoo, so that's that motherfucker.
He rescued him.
All blue and shit.
Yeah.
Crying like a little
He
bitch.
made it to the top of the world, literally. Congratulations. But you got stuck. So he had to get his ass up, go get your ass, and bring you home. And you had the nerve to block him on Instagram, you bitch.
Yeah, hater.
The fuck wrong with you?
I think he should have sent him a virus.
Yep.
Not only blocked him, but sent him a virus.
You know what I would have done? Listen, because you know his ass still fucking cold. I wrap his ass back up and walk him back up the fucking mountain. I wouldn't take him all the way up, but I just take him to like a place where he can get his ass back down. I like, oh, you want to block me, motherfucker? We going back up. Take that,
He's
bitch.
like, Sherpa's got long memories.
You got anything else? Anything else in the news, Tomcat? Is that it?
There's one more. You want me to hit it?
One more. Last story.
Last story. The I-95 interstate collapse, which a lot of people are talking about this week. There was a huge tanker that blew up underneath the roadway. This is a video of someone going over right before it collapses right here. And the person is literally, you hear him going, the road is bending. And as you see, watch, there's a bend. Right after this thing collapsed down into an inferno underneath there. You see that? But
Oh, that's sad. How many
lived,
fatalities?
and that's what it was just after. There was one person that died only. Now there's a little controversy around this because they say that the company is cooperating, but they also say that they won't say who the driver is. So how are they cooperating if they won't say who the driver is, and the authorities won't say who the company is? So there's some people are feeling like it might have been some type of sabotage or something. So there's a lot of conspiracy theories swirling.
Oh, of course.
Very nice job.
I like it.
Nice work,
with the
TK.
news
Yeah, that was
today.
good.
Thank you.
I like that.
Nice work, man.
Thanks for the help back there with the videos.
That was
Round of
good.
applause, bro.
Good job.
Really? I mean, the not so good news turned into not so good news.
I mean, I gotta say, TK is very informative on his damn news now because I watch him. He does his research and he takes it very seriously.
He does.
He really does put.
He takes it seriously. I'll give you
He does not push his
that.
foot around like we come in and TK. We be doing other shit. TK be like, I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm doing my news.
Unless we're
He
smoking
really
weed.
does do that. So
Unless we're
listen, I just
smoking
want
weed,
y'all to know he does take this shit very seriously.
Thank you, Memphis.
But it's also fun. We give him
that.
shit too,
Good
though,
job.
because it's funny.
Thank you.
I actually give him shit because as much shit as he give us, it's
Yeah.
fun to give it back to him.
It's fun. Don't you
And
guys
we
think it's
love him.
funny?
It's awesome.
It's funny as fuck.
Because next week is Rainbow Turn. He just don't know yet.
I do it every week, dog.
Hey, we're trying. Hey, to our listeners out there, we're trying to crack the top 100.
Yes.
We've cracked the top 200.
Let's do
Next,
it.
we're on to the top 100. We can only do it with you, the fans,
my
liking
penis
and
sucks. Please,
subscribing
thank you.
to our show. Tell a friend how much we suck. Hopefully, we make you laugh. Thanks to Jacob and Jordan in the truck running the videos.
Good
Follow
job,
our
guys.
YouTube channel. Listen to us on Spotify, on Apple. We're on all the fucking platforms. We're the #1 show in the land. Fuck you, man, if you don't listen to us. We're the Outcast Podcast. We gone. Yeah. Look at this guy.
What the fuck is going on here? I don't know. I was trying to make it funny and it didn't work. It didn't work.
I need a pill for my
Poor
mic.
kids are just as bright
You
and just
do
as
need a pill
talented as
for your
white
mic.
kids. Come on,
You got
man.
in trouble right now.
Come on, man.
Oh boy.
Wife's name out your fucking mouth!